What's going on, my peeps? My name is David and welcome back to Buzzfeed test number 30 something and something. We are really starting to get up there in the amount of episodes that we've done of these. Anyway, as all of you know, this past weekend was Playlist Live down in Orlando. I had the time of my life. I met a ton of you guys. I got a ton of pictures. If any of you guys were there and took a picture with me, please send it to me on either Twitter, Instagram, email it to me because I want to make a big collection of them. And if you weren't there, you better get to VidCon or Playlist DC in September because I'm going to be at both of those as well. But let's get into this week's recipe. A ton of you have already suggested one that's getting super popular on Facebook and YouTube recently, rainbow grilled cheeses. Just try to ignore that incredibly demonic looking woman. Now, I know you're all thinking that this one is going to be super simple and it's going to be a nice, easy recipe, but let me assure you that there are quite a few steps to this one, so let's see how we do. Alright guys, for this Alex Reininga grilled cheese, you're going to need your favorite types of bread. I'm using some wheat and some Italian. In the video they use 3 different types of cheese, so I'm going to use a block of Swiss, some mozzarella, and some shredded Colby Jack. And then of course some different food colorings. So your first step is to shred up the cheese if it isn't already. So I first started with the mozzarella and then bam, switched over to the Swiss. Threw some of my Colby Jack down next to those and then combined all of that into a big bowl. I also didn't use as much Colby Jack as I did the other ones just because there's some yellow cheese in that and I don't want it to mess up the colors. But once it was all mixed up, I divided it into 4 different piles and then one by one spread some food coloring on each pile. I also highly recommend either throwing on a glove or mixing this with a spoon or something because your fingers will be dyed if you do not. So one by one I mixed the color into the cheese, I threw a couple more drops of food coloring in if I needed to, and those came out looking pretty good. So now we can pretty much start assembling these. I took my Italian bread and got some nice big slices out of that, then spread some butter on my wheat bread, the Italian bread, and then threw those both down on a skillet. And then one by one I carefully threw down stripes of each color of cheese, tried to keep them separate, buttered another piece of each type of bread, and then threw that right on top. After a few minutes of cooking on the first side, I carefully flipped each one, and I think they're pretty much done. So I grabbed them off the skillet, and here is the big moment. Nice, not bad at all if I do say so myself. It actually even looks better when I pulled the bread apart this way. You can see that the different colors pretty much stayed separate for the most part. Let's give these a taste. Okay, so obviously food coloring doesn't really change the taste of things. So I'm more tasting for how the blend of the 3 cheeses tastes. This looks interesting now. That's good stuff. The sharpness of that Swiss that I shredded up goes really, really good with like the creaminess of the mozzarella. And I was scared, but that Colby Jack cheese with the yellow pieces in it, it didn't really bother the color at all. Not the best grilled cheese I've ever eaten, but it's definitely up there. I wonder if it dyed my teeth green at all. I don't think so. It's a good grilled cheese though. Now since I feel like this recipe was so straightforward and quick and easy to do, and I have a ton of rainbow dyed cheese left over, y'all already know what's about to happen. How about some rainbow nachos? I threw a couple chips down, each one of the colors, microwaved those, and bang! Not too bad either. How about some rainbow cheese French onion soup? Throw some broth with some onions, then your bread, top that off with your rainbow cheese, cook that down, and bang! That's looking pretty dang good too. I gave that one a taste, and I'm kinda impressing myself today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash a like on this for me. Can we try to hit 7,000 in a week? I believe in you. I know we can do this. As always, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'm updating those constantly. The links will be down there. I also vlogged this whole past weekend. My second channel link will be down in the description as well. And let me know of any other recipes that you guys want me to try in the future. I hope you have an absolutely awesome week, and I'll see you right back here next Thursday. Peace!